A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to the Vlog-A-Thon 5.0. And so once again, let's get to talk about some individual things regarding my channel, the content I produce on a mere daily basis, or at the very least have myself a baseline set every single week in terms of what content that I can generate and put together so they can be up on the channel for good. So what I have put together, at the very least, I've talked a bit about the likes of Nerf Secret Revealed, Hot Wheels Hilarity, Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, Honest Jade No Whack, but for now, let's talk a bit about the combination of both unofficial podiatry and milestone challenge videos, because some time has passed since I've done either of which, and some time ago I was actually able to do some more of this content, but both of which just have been a little difficult to get around to. It seems that every now and then I do eventually get myself to upload a few videos of these kinds each year, but unfortunately it's not going to be that abundant. I got a feeling that at some point in time it may no longer become a part of the channel. And when I say it, I mean both of these. Unofficial Podiatry only has so many things for me to potentially talk about here on the channel that certainly regards to the likes of talking about knowledge that centers around podiatry, a subject in medical history that I have in fact been interested in for some time. I've even tried to seek it out as part of medical school, but unfortunately, a lot of that stuff has come up short. Since my graduation with high school in 2018, only managed to build up so much excitement. As for milestone challenges, there's only so much that I can do in terms of anything that could be deemed safe for work or appropriate in terms of YouTube's current community guidelines. And the status on both ends was simply hindered extremely because of this exact cohesion of events. The combination of different things that community guidelines on YouTube are in fact going to allow would include the things that are meant to be for kids for the most part. So it could be very difficult to try and establish something that could actually be deemed appropriate while at the same time ensuring that I have complete and total safety, a nice reputation. And I really do feel like that there's a lot of other benefactors here that would really help if I could actually get some good ideas here for milestone challenges. But then again, with all the milestones that I've gotten right now on social media and elsewhere, it's been getting a little too abundant. But maybe someday, somehow, I will eventually rise up and get some more of this stuff done, because as I've mentioned before, I will someday have to completely scrap milestone challenge videos and unofficial podiatry videos altogether. I might have to retire both of these series, in the same way that I have done so with some franchises of mine. The original Nerf Secret Revealed had met its end in July 2020, but the franchise had only just begun. The original series' closure in 2020 after about 7 years of being up and around the net sure has been quite a nice ride, but again, with Nerf Secret Revealed, it certainly served as a big conduit to allowing for better growth of things, and also allowing for me to get very creative and make a lot of expansions. Distance Gauge, Aftersauts, and then of course there's the live action feature film series, beginning with Bowls of Intrigue in 2021. And in that sense, I of course plan on doing sequels to this film. As time goes on, I will in fact be sharpening my skills in editing and filmmaking, so I can hopefully make these films even better than the first one, because the first one definitely had a lot of holes in its production, and as for a number of other things, it just wasn't necessarily ready. But in the time allotted, along with the budget that I had and all the people that could cooperate with this, I had no choice but to simply allow for this project to become completely unfinished. But I simply did the best I could, uploaded it to the web, and some people have actually watched it, and simply thought, I put in some hard work for what I did. Certainly not even close to where it probably should have been to be at least a decent Nerf-related movie. It definitely could have been a lot better. But like I've said, as time goes on, when I sharpen my skills, get myself better money to have better budgeting on sequels to Nerf Secret Reveal Bolts of Intrigue, that hopefully should come up. But I want to get back on track here with what I've been talking about. Unofficial podiatry and milestone challenges. Milestone challenges, I only have so many ideas for that, and unofficial podiatry is pretty much the same exact level. So both of these might have to be dismantled and possibly just retired altogether. Only time will tell exactly what could possibly happen. But from here on out, I can at least assure you, I sure do have a lot to share on both ends. Unofficial podiatry and milestone challenges have both been around for a few years each, and I've managed to do some pretty cool stuff with both of these long-running traditions. They're not so long-running compared to a lot of other things I've done, but nonetheless, I'm still pretty satisfied with the fact that both of these franchises, which are definitely not official, but you could basically just say that they're recurring videos that happen on the web. Of course, there's a bunch of other stuff that happens to be recurring, but maybe those are subjects for another day. But that is pretty much all I have to talk about on both of those types of videos. There's a bunch of other videos that I've also been doing, and I've also been wanting to talk about for some time, at least get to update a few things on the current whereabouts of different things. But if you want to see more go down on my channel for what's to come later on, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.